Yeah. Oops. Oops. Check. Uma for compiling the sane strat.
Yes.
Any questions about debris deathmatch? I think is what it's actually called.
Melee is just for the first part of it. They just stack in their safe spot, right? If they're the stack.
For what? For the what part are you talking about?
Like, there's like seeds.
Like the partner stack ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can sort of go out to 2.5 marker, and like the ranged probably don't even need to be in that close because the stack is probably decently wide enough. They can don't have to be stacked directly on top. Yeah. Be fine.
The melees are stacking on each other, right?
We're taking the partner stacks on Cardinal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
I thought that
slide 3 is where the stacks go. The slide 2 is just dodges.
Okay, I thought. Okay.
There's enough time to just move the stacks cardinally to make the dodge easier.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
To take it outside, the Brute Abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe?
I'm sure you all know by now, but I noticed in the VODs that there's a pulp smash.
There's the stack follow-up.
Yeah.
Oh, a brutal blow, but the contender is standing.
Which probably also ends in a clocks.
Yeah, so it's the same. Pulp smash. To your spots.
dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! The challenger's down! Is this the end? They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
Behind.
Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
Outringer. Different in. One side.
Who is at this rival flying? What fearsome strength! Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building!
One, it's an out.
Ah, gap closing.
There for Glower. It's out.
He's bounding from wall to wall!
Then.
Got a lot of cat closers in my kit. Very scary.
At the wall. There's a ranged one, beware. Off the wall. On the wall. Off the wall. Just dodge those.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
This is the outswing. It's a flower. Roby.
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around? The rooftop is caved in! Such
Safety barely.
We'll send cameras in there at once. The destruction appears to have started a fire.
Revenge. The club side.
Alani, the brute bomber must still be in there
Flower.
somewhere. A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion. What a thrilling battle this, and it rages on!
There's a Buster combo. Ringer. Be in. It's to your side. Take the stacks at the Cardinals.
We think there was enough time there to get to the...
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was already casting that down went off.
You also don't need to go to the corners for the like. You can go from the cardinal into the melee spot and then move back for your thing.
The melee spot is a 3-step.
It really starts killing. Corner save spots for this mechanic specifically. When you dodge into it.
Yeah, you dodge into the corner safe spot and then you dodge into your assigned cardinal. Your
Yeah,
corner safe spot is a 50-50, but your cardinal's a 100%.
The stack goes off at your cardinal. You bring it back to the cardinal after dodging the first pops. I went to meet you and you weren't there. Fighting the brute bus driver.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business.
Imperial, it is.
Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe?
One of the problems with our phase 1 strat is we don't actually practice that dodge. You can actually practice in phase 1 if you really want to.
My word. He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon.
Healers like in range, like start north south.
Brutal
Get
blow,
like the baits
but
and
the
shit.
contender is standing up. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! too much for the challenger.
Say you could start north, practice the dodge. If you get
Oh dear, the
others, just
challenger has
walk
fallen out of the
west.
lead.
If you get the starburst, then just walk west. It should work out, probably.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this
It's easier to
chimerical
identify
foe?
like the middle safe spot, it's just the opposite side. You know,
He's used his feral powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm.
get to your spots.
Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds!
I feel like we're losing too much DPS in the ads by having to single target them so much. You might want to change things.
Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
In if you're in all the way.
Going! Flying!
80% seems like a good checkpoint. Health threshold though.
Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building!
Flower. Going out. Flower.
Is bounding from wall to wall!
wall. Off the wall. On the wall. Off the wall.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
He's out. Out.
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
And
Do you have reprisal? I will.
The rooftop is caved in! Such
I
devastation!
survived that partner stuff by myself.
I threw intervention.
We'll send cavalry in there at once!
I was like, is it really that weak?
It is pretty
I mean,
good.
not that. Yeah, it only does like 160k.
Fire!
Just in. Bench. Do club side.
Alani! The brute bomber must still be in there
Loud.
somewhere! A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion!
Sorry, I'm not looking at that one right.
What a thrilling battle this! And it rages on!
7, 8. Just be offensive. Cluster in. Be out. Your wall.
This space is so
Lost
good.
one. Anyways, grab your guy, dodge the things.
Just to run this idiot in. Oh well. Probably too late now.
Off, behind.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Seeds are sinister, get to bait spots. Melee starbursts. Juice.
And
I'll
then
be-
we're gonna
I'll be. Okay, this is a 9-hit brutal impact alt mitts.
Nuggets! But will they be enough to turn the tide?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, just I lose track of counter reducing calculate. Swing Ringer 2.
Stone Ringer.
Range seeds. Oh, this is alternating. What is the Oh, it's 4 at a time. Just out, and dodge the seeds. There it. Next seeds, and it's an in. Hold the tower. Buster. Make sure Kithrin's topped off. Out. Kithrin in. Don't be in if you're not Buster. 9 hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gauge caps at 8. Next. Special Barbarian special, we die.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
He's not going to stay standing by the hitting in range. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, it's the special.
That is such a fast fight. It doesn't even feel like 11 minutes.
Yeah, it's nothing happens. So is there? So did anything go? Like, what happened during debris?
My ad got its aggro pulled away from me, and then I didn't have something to stop. Okay.
I think he probably just incidentally aggroed to me. So I think tanks need to turn off states if we want to do it this way. Or we could try and do the thing that we said at the start where like tanks drag adds to opposite corners. For the range just go to that corner. It might be easier.
They have to be in a corner anyway, right? For the next part, if they get well,
No, you just kill them.
if they can.
We want to try
I just barely did an LOS with it. It was awful. I was like dead right here next to Swifty.
But I meant the range. If they get the chasers, then they have to be in the corner anyway, so it might be better.
Well, that's no, because we kill the ads as soon as they petrify. Because as soon as they unpetrify, they enrage.
Right.
Yeah, I think that
yeah,
the melee strategy won't work.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. So do we want to preemptively drag the ads to like northeast, southwest, since the ranged sort of go there eventually anyway?
That should be fun. And each way will have a healer in that group, so they'll be able to heal the DPS if the ticks get too much.
Oh, why did he trash himself?
Oh, poor boy.
Okay.
Where do
so
where do the ads spawn? Do they just spawn card? Where
they spawn roughly cardinally. It's where the initial AoEs are.
Okay, so do you want? So does that mean that I'm grabbing south and east? Ads.
If we want it to be consistent with like where the ranged end up later, you would be south and west. You grab those two southwest ads, pull them southwest. I grab the north and east ones, drag them northeast. Then you just protect the range that end up in that corner. And then remember that once that happens, melees need to stack south the boss to Mario Kart. Actually.
One other question.
Star.
So if I'm following the diagram correctly, after the first set of X's go off, we're like the ranged healer pairs are always going to northeast, southwest, and
Yeah.
then either doing our puddle baits or taking the fucking new X's back to our cardinal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then doing whatever dodge. So if you had the chasers, you sort of just continue in that direction to that corner. If you had place X's, you just be outside and to dodge the X's. Do we have any plan for strange seeds too? So it seemed like it was like rolls, and it was with the happening. Is that just the ultimate use eyes mechanic?
It seems fair.
I think probably the. I was thinking maybe inner cards in a bit. Yeah, so we can have.
Basically, it'll make a. I'm thinking place them in a way that there will be like a triangle safe spot near the middle of each wall. So then it doesn't really matter which one he's jumping to for
Yeah.
in. Maybe it's different if it's out last. I was thinking of the way we got it where it was in last.
Trying to. Is if he does well if we do this, I'm trying to like get into it. Yeah, if it's in, you just go directly under. Just would aim for directly under him. That if it's out, then just go to a wall. Just go to any wall that isn't where he is. So yeah, I think it's just place them intercardinally. Does he? I forget. Did he do Glower follow-ups? Well,
I could not tell you.
double check.
I don't think he did.
I think it just immediately went to the second set of seeds.
Yeah.
Okay, he did seeds. Brutish swing. Seeds resolve. He does a lariat. Does. Yeah, the lariat happens, the seeds start happening, and then he immediately does the next brutish swing. And then he slaminator. So there's no revenge or glower. It's just the seeds. So yeah, I think just eyeball it and place them close intercardinally. Say probably just on this.
Can we get a quick picture of what you mean by that?
Trying to determine if we want like 2 squares out. Yeah, one square away from the center should be fine.
I was just gonna say, is it more or less kind of like the melee starburst positions, but like just rotated to the inner cardinals?
Rotated. Not quite the. We want them more tightly packed. I'm trying to hamstring an image together. This image is definitely bullshit, but I just sort of modified it. But like, place them there. So you see, there's like a safe spot, dead center of each wall that you run to.
Mm-hmm.
If it's in, you just go to the one he's jumping at, and if it's out, to any other one. It's downtime anyway. Don't know if there's any way to fucking uptime this. It's like, I
I'm
guess
sure there's a way to make like a safe spot that's large enough where there's a spot you can stand if it's in, and there's a spot you can stand if it's out.
I'm actually trying. So I'm fucking spitballing here, but doesn't he always jump to an adjacent wall and he only lariats across?
So
Maybe.
I was just looking at that because I've been fucking that up. So he does a lariat across, and then he jumps to another wall.
Yeah, he jump, but like he jumps to like an adjacent wall. He won't like jump directly across.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like if we can have like a melee, like two starbursts that are like close, then two that are away, so that regardless, melees can keep uptime. Um, how I always fuck up like how big ranged like what the range is. Like, can you hit him from like roughly across the arena, or is that impossible?
I'm not sure about the last phase, but during phase 2, we definitely can outrange ourselves.
Yeah.
How big is his out? That's the other thing I'm trying to figure out.
It's just outside of max melee range.
So it looks like the corner is safe in out. The corner is roughly safe in out. I'm proposing, I think, big boss there. Do something like this, maybe. Where, or if I'm not reading in-game chat, tabs are a night. Something like this instead, and you just go to the corner, you know?
Wiggle your character.
Like the image I just posted. So like 2 squares away from the wall, roughly, so that the corners are safe.
Just wait it. Are you safe?
Yes, the out just barely touches the corner and then like curves away. So like if you're just
Oh, okay, so the boss hitbox on this is the 8, not
the boss hitbox is roughly basically slightly bigger than the AoE actually, but yeah. So melees can be like close, range can be far, and then the corners just dodge into the respective corner to where he's jumping and then in out. The seeds resolve the same time he does the swing. Any thoughts or objections to the melee's close ranged far strat?
I'm just
We're doing this pattern for both. Right?
Yeah. So regardless, because it looked rolls because it was like DPS first, then supports, right?
I think so.
so
Yeah.
he does a
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out his movements. So he does the lariat, and then it's one of the adjacents. So you're saying it's going to either be in, out, left, or right, and that frees up the corners. Okay, I think I see that.
And then actually thinking about the second image I posted is only relevant for the second swing because he's still on the ground and the first seeds are placed looking at it. maybe first image for when he is grounded and second image for when he is at a wall. That makes sense. Okay.
Could we not just do the second image for both and dodge in the
Because
middle?
he's grounded for the first one, so we don't know which, like.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I see.
So I'm looking at the cast. The seeds. He chooses the seeds, and then he faces a wall, and then you have like 2 seconds to place your seed immediately afterwards. I think we just want to pre-position the seeds roughly intercardinally.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try that. Food check. But yeah, that's the fight apparently.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business.
Yeah, he just caps that at 6.
Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe?
I mean 8.
What did I say?
6.
My word. He's used his feral powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
Get in there. Get her in here.
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around? Oh, he sent his rival flying! What fearsome strength! Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building!
is in.
Is bounding from wall to wall.
Hopefully I'm bleeding. Different.
Sorry, I forgot that was part of the strat.
It's always part of the strat. Off the wall. On the wall.
Oh, that was not a good placement.
Off the wall. Where?
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
I think we should switch partners there.
That was too much for the challenger. The rooftop has caved in. Such devastation. We'll send cameras in there at once. The destruction appears to have started a fire. Alaric, the brute bomber must still be in there somewhere. A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion.
This just does happen twice.
What a thrilling battle this! And it rages on!
fix the ball salt. Why are y'all placing them in? That's not what
They're back on their
damage
feet.
says.
Let's see if they can stay standing.
What killed Swifty there?
Just about to.
Calibrate. I am going. I'm drag adds northeast. Yeah, I'm going to go southwest.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe? My word. He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing fire. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around! Oh, he sent his rival flying! What fearsome strength! Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building! wall to wall.
Power. At the wall. Off the wall. At the wall. Off the wall. We have the ranged one.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
There's
They're back on their feet.
In.
Let's see if they can stay standing.
the weird support side. Yes, side flower.
The rooftop has caved in. Such devastation. We'll send cameras in there at once. The destruction appears to have started a fire.
Now that I used it on Power Slam.
Out. The sword side.
Alani, the brute bomber must still be in there somewhere.
And flower.
A punishing attack. Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion.
Evil.
What a thrilling battle this, and it rages on.
Out. Need all the way out. Walls. Corners. I'm dying to autos.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Melee's Fate Mario Kart.
Break time. I didn't fuck up the glower after the lariat that time.
Yeah.
Reward?
Do we want to reinstance?
Check.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe? My word. He's used his feral powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing fine. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds!
Dance partner on.
Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around! Mightiest rival flying! What fearsome
It'd
strength!
be nice hits if we're gonna be able to put markers on the left side.
Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building!
We are markerless.
He's bounding from wall to wall!
The wall. The wall.
The challenger's down!
Oh, I didn't realize Kithrin also had it. I am
No,
sorry.
the problem is that Kithrin got splashed multiple times.
Yeah, and it was my fault.
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Out. This full side. Kithrin, if you late reprisal
Such devastation!
revenge covers the power stack.
We'll
Okay,
send
I'll do
cavalry
that.
in there at once! The destruction appears to have started a fire!
In. Up.
Alive! The brute bomber must still be in there somewhere! A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion! The contender dodged everything! Why am I not surprised? What a thrilling battle this! And it rages on! no! That was too much for the challenger! They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Just dies and spots.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe? He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm. Oh dear! The Destroyer have sprouted from the scattered seeds! Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
Out. Here now.
You know, you need to go out, but can you not go to Narnia?
Yep.
You don't. You just need to be more out than everybody else.
Yeah, I know.
And I wouldn't care if it wasn't like 2 minutes right there.
It's fine. I'm just thinking about mechanics. I wasn't really thinking about it too much, but yeah, I'll try to.
Goodness me, the brute abominator
Be
is
more consistent
hanging
there.
on the building!
Already garbage. I don't want to miss Communio. Because it would, jumping out like that delays it. I'm straight up not having a good time in this fight. Well, it's that, and I don't have like a good option to use when I'm not in melee range, because Harp has a cast time.
Yeah, and Harp still gets rid of your freaking. You know, those positionals that you get, which is so dumb.
Well, you shouldn't be priming those without being in melee anyway, so.
Yeah, it's just still, it doesn't happen with the other melees.
Is bounding from wall to wall. Oh no, that was too much for the challenger. They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing. The rooftop has caved in. Such devastation. We'll send cameras in there at once. The destruction appears to have started a fire.
Out with revenge. The sword side.
Alani, the brute bomber must still be in there somewhere. A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion. Such potent magic! But will they be enough to turn the tide? What a thrilling battle this! And it rages on! The challenger's down! Is this the end?
I have a. You know, do you have a tether from that phase? Is it tank?
When Soul dies, the tether instantly grabs me and kills me.
Oh, yeah, that's what killed you there then. I thought the autos killed you because you said autos right before you died.
Well, the
That's
autos have been killed. The tether does also just instantly kill.
Do you want me to take the tank buster before that so you can have more meds?
That would be nice, I guess, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe? My word. He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Also, Soul, do you want longer rounds of this?
It would be nice.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe?
Out.
My word. He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! Oh no! That was too much for the challenger! They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing! Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
Out. In.
The challenger's down! Is this the end? sent his rival flying. What fearsome strength! Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging.
Out. Out. Flower.
He's bounding from wall to wall.
At the wall. Off the wall. At the wall. Watch for the ranged one. Off the wall.
The challenger rises again.
In. This
Can they
is
turn
full
this
side.
around?
I keep seeing that whoever's tethered to the wall that he's on right now, you need to take your partner stack at the wall. Otherwise it's real awkward.
The rooftop has caved in. Such devastation. We'll send cameras in there at once. The destruction appears to have started a fire.
He should be below 50. In. Bench.
Alaric, the brute bomber must still be in there somewhere. A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion. The contender dodged everything. Why am I not surprised? What a thrilling battle this! And it rages on!
Buster. He's in, he's out. To the wall. Behind. Bailey's bait Mario Kart. Weapon settings. Flash. Buckets.
Such potent magic! But will they be enough to turn the tide?
Alright. This is the seed combo. Get 2 inner cardinals. Just pick an inner cardinal, 1 of each roll. This is the outswing, so the wall that isn't the one he's jumping at. There it. Melee's close, range far. In.
For that last one, we're doing the skinny in. Right. I thought we were doing inner cards, but
Yeah, we are. We're
Okay.
Right.
for the second set,
For the second set, it's melee's squished close to him, ranged, squished away from him.
okay, that's what I did wrong because I did inner cards for both.
For the inner cardinal, I think it should be. I saw Swift was 2 squares away. We'll think
Yeah,
that
you-
works out. On squares, be better at trying to.
That's the perfect intercardinal point, like the 2x2 in at the very corner.
Okay.
We should do our like normal flock spots. Like I'll be at B there ish, well 2-ish rather, on that corner though.
We do supports.
No, it always targets one roll, so both the rolls go to the same spot, and then whoever
Well,
actually has
that's
the
what I'm
marker
saying is like, what support goes where if I do that clock spot. It's to your relevant inner cardinal.
Get thrown up here.
So that would be southwest. Yes, for that Hulk smash. Yeah, it depends. Depends on the move. I think I don't know how theoretically like we can just center. That's possible.
It seemed pretty tight.
He was also like right up against the wall.
Mhm.
Yeah. You have like 2 seconds to run it. Because the other thing is that
You can just make the safe spot bigger too, so it can be more space northward.
I was able to get to it, and I was
you gap close.
on. Maybe.
I think we should just want to move it in roughly as soon as it happens, and then I don't know if we want to do some form of like relative block spots from that point. Like,
Let's see.
treat the center as north and just block spots that way. Do we want to do that? We want to do like relative, but like the center is north, then yeah, that way is that. I'm okay with that one.
So like our safe corner would be relative south. Yeah, that makes sense.
It seems unnecessary though. That's just an extra thought. And you can just treat north as north still.
It's
You're just saying turn your camera slightly and then use that as a new north.
this comes down to preference.
I mean, we're gonna have to use our standard block spots right after that, so I was gonna use those.
This is who wants what? We can do either, but who wants what?
Seems silly to use center as the north, because that just means you're rotating your spot 45 degrees. It's still the same thought.
So Zaf is suggesting the inverse relative that I was saying, where the border would be north.
If he's going to be in the corner like that, my safe spot is going to be, or my clock spot is going to be the front right of the boss.
Yeah. The other thing I'm scared of is because I feel like in the stream I'm watching, like as soon as the AoEs go off, we have to move the stack towards the center.
Yep.
I feel like if we move the stack towards the center, though, he's gonna turn around and then the center will be north.
If the stack is in the center, like if the stack is actually in the center of the room, do true north. If he's gonna be in the corner the way he is, I'm not doing true north. I will do like it's gonna be so fucked up.
Okay. I think if as soon as the AoEs go off, we have. I wish YouTube would give me a fucking time. It's a live thing.
But I mean, if you're looking and there's time to get to the center, let's just get to the center with it.
There's
That
like
would be better.
there's not quite a lot of time. It's going to end up like here. Like we're going to be here. AOE's go off. The stack here. He turns. He's going to like probably turn around. So that he's facing center. Then once the stack.
I hate this fight. I hate it.
So
If he's here facing the center, then to me it makes the most sense to treat the center as more. But just
Yeah,
logically
if he gets
for me.
out facing that way, that's yeah. He was facing the corner last time.
yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, man. Also, a thing I was thinking about is since the the stack timing seems a bit tight. Who do I have in north west zone? So Uriel and Soul. I think instead of you placing your inner cardinal, replacing your burst.
How much of
The middle.
Expedition 33 have you played, Swifty? Or are you not there? You're not there.
Back.
I just beat the story to it.
Also,
wow.
I was thinking about it for a bit. Probably to make it easier for Soul and Uriel to reach the stack. I think they can place their starbursts in the corners that they start in, and it should be fine. They should be able to be closer and should be able to make it into the stack if they like pop sprint. But just the pulp smash afterwards, like in that pattern where it's the melee Mario Kart. Instead of you placing your seed like all the way in the corner that you start in, so southwest. You can place it here. Then Swift can place it here, and then this corner, both of you will be slightly closer to this corner. Also, do you just want to like practice the movement of this stupid stack? Let's make sure everyone's on the same page. So we're roughly stacked, and the AoEs go off. We move in. Stack hits, fan out.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business.
Just like that.
Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical?
I will try and
foe?
drag the boss like all the way into the corner to guarantee he rotates nicely. Now we will never get melee Mario.
What was the part where I was with Swifty? What were we deciding there?
The strange seeds after he does Stone Riders 2. Where, someone placed the starbursts
To take it outside,
Inner
the brute
Cardinals.
abominator means
2
business.
squares away, basically.
Will the unenhanced
Oh,
warrior
did
be
we
able to
decide on
contend
just
with
always
this
doing inner cards then?
chimerical foe?
No, for the first one. First one only.
Okay.
We always do the first
Gotcha.
one inner cardinal. Always do melees because the second one.
Okay.
My word. He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! The challenger's down! Is this the end? The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around? Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around! Oh, he sent his rival flying! What fearsome strength! Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building!
This isn't out.
He's bounding from wall to wall!
in. Careful, flower. Eight hit.
The rooftop is caved in! Such devastation! We'll send cameras in there at once! The destruction appears to have started a fire!
Out, no, in. Ledge. Blood.
Alani, the brute bomber must still be in there
Out.
somewhere. A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion. The contender dodged everything! Why am I not surprised? What a thrilling battle this! And it rages on!
Out here. Fix this. Through here. Out.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger! They're back on our feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
Mind. David Mario. Jump in. Finish. Feel like y'all just doing
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe? My word. He's used his feral powers to manifest a weapon. contender is standing. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around! Boys at this rival flying! What fearsome strength! Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building! Is bounding from wall to wall. The challenger's down! Is this the end? The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Revenge.
We'll send cameras in there at once. The destruction appears to have started a fire. Alive! The brute bomber must still be in there somewhere. A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion. What a thrilling battle this, and it rages on!
Your side. In different bar.
Oh no! That was too much for the Challenger! They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
I focused that guy. What's wrong with this be break?
How are we feeling about corners there? I'm just wondering if maybe corners is just getting to be too much with the tethers, or if we just need practice. I mean, that was pretty clean there, but I don't know.
I'm just mad that the plant guy evokes turned around soul anyway.
Oh, it does still seem like a tank needs to have those then.
Well, at Fizz range, just not going to be able to survive if
Okay. Then I don't see any other choice than the corners. Basically, if I've got to hold on to two things at once. I just wasn't sure if maybe we could resolve it from Cardinals with one animal per, but
I have something cooking in my head, but I'm gonna have to plan it out after we finish.
Just spitball it.
Maybe like if melees and tanks grabbed an animal, brought it to their wall.
I feel like it just has to be tanks drag corner. Still in melee
Yeah,
range. You can still be in melee range, just line of sighting it.
True. I guess the closer you are to melee range, the more line of sight you're blocking, and the less cornerish people have to go. Maybe.
We want to. Just trying to think. Do we want to change the stacks to be in initial save spots? Because I'm seeing lots of times people just get clipped because the stack bursts are slightly misaligned. We had more time to just position them properly. Bursts would look something like this if we did it that way. Should have enough.
Yeah, that was our original plan.
As a serial person getting clipped, I support this, but
You can try just putting stacks at the safe spots then. Arranged all the way in the corner. Melees. Place it sort of where we would place the starbursts for a later one where it's 2 squares away. That corner. To give any of room.
we want to re-instance.
Does it happen on a particular cadence?
I just see it.
Yeah, there's no known pattern yet. There probably is one though in this game.
I zoned out onto the moon, and the first thing I see is this. Why is it on its head?
What does that mean? Range can't go like this corner or like even like slightly in. some ranged dodging the beats. The corner.
You don't go all the way, you just get the very edge of the AoE.
End up here.
I think if you went to the very, very tippy corner of the ring, you'd probably be at 4 stack.
Be like slightly one square in. That also.
That's a tier 3.
Big is the maybe you wanna
Good try. You could have it where the range just place their stars on the second line, like do the feathers, and then just have the melees do a, like west-east run.
that's just doing our ultra again. I guess it sounds like the safe spots isn't quite possible, so we just need to get better at melee range attack thing.
Swifty and I usually survive the stack. It's the corners that are rough. Like usually by the time I reach the corner, Swifty's like got a pixel of HP.
Why are you going to the corner?
Well, it's true. I should be staying in melee range, but
Like what? Why is Swift?
like when we bring the animals, corner is what I mean. I think that's pretty rough on the tether stretch.
There should be a healer in that corner.
Yeah, and we've gotten through it before. I don't know. I don't know if it's too much. Yeah, sometimes he's just really taking a lot.
To take it outside, the Brute Abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe?
So to confirm, we have not changed the
My word. He's used his feral powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! Oh no! That was too much for the challenger! They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing! Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around! sent his rival flying. What fearsome strength!
I can use
Goodness me, the
Shake It
Brute
Off.
Abominator is
I just
hanging
have been
off the
using it
building.
for. We won't have it for the fucking eyeball attack later.
That was 100. That was 600 overkill. You got me.
Say
Right here.
600?
Yep.
That sucks.
Right here is where I typically use Shake It Off, but I could use it. I could use it there. I just wouldn't have it for here.
In.
He's bounding from wall to wall.
So Yuri, are you saying yes to Shake It Off on the knockback? Okay.
Off the ball. Watch out for the range thing. Ball. Off the ball.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Sorry, I should find a better spot to put that.
Out.
The rooftop is caved in. Such devastation. We'll send cameras in there at once. The destruction appears to have started a fire. Alive. The brute bomber must still be in there somewhere. A punishing attack. Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion. The contender dodged everything. Why am I not surprised? What a thrilling battle this, and it rages on.
definitely takes this. Get him out. What are you doing?
Trying to keep my.
I can afford to do everything.
Okay.
Others were not correct. I use it for the pull where the tether's got fucked is our best one so far. Guys, melee's bait. Probably. Guys, how is that our best?
Don't think, feel.
And here.
The challenger rises
Trust your
again.
instincts.
Can they turn this around?
Inner Cardinals, get to your Inner Cardinals position. Get your marker, go 2 squares out. This is out. Any leg that isn't. Lariat, 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 lariat. To be in, melee's near him, change the way. In, eyeball.
There's time to get the Inner Cardinals again there. I'm just gonna know where they are and run towards them. It's like while you're dodging the Lariat, you need to look at your spot and run to it.
I guess
You can do boss trails if it helps.
The thing that you guys are doing is making a hellscape of tiny itty bitty safe spots. The squished thing.
Me brain be more happy with double inner card. Me hard think 2 things for real.
So we want inner cards. But like, do we still want like ranged near uptime?
Alright, you remove the ranged and melee's just swap them. So let's say he jumps towards the east side over here. That's the new north. And then I'll go to the back right, to like 4. That'd be, I think it's Tomb on 3, Zap on 2, Soul on 1, and then healers and tanks do the same thing. And that helps keep sure keep them in the same spot every time. So you look at those spots during Lariat and spread out.
So like while he's larrying, see the spot that he's going to as the new north and there.
No. Why he's doing Lariat, that's the true north.
Lariat is
You dodge Lariat, and then you dodge into your spot, have your seeds go off, and then you run to his new spot.
okay. Probably so. It's melee hell regardless.
Yeah, it's everybody hell. This is what this fight is. It's their idea of making everybody miserable.
So just to be clear, melees then they're just picking the inner cards closest to the boss
Closest when he's lariating.
when he's on the wall charging his lariat.
To take it out,
What
I
about
watched
for the
brute
Range to go
dominate
ahead
means
and
business.
go away from him while he's lariating.
Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with
What
its
about for the first one?
chimeric
Same inner cards as we've already assigned?
Like
Pretty much,
static hand cards.
He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
We can see the single net here in the grid.
Mine's not up. It's 9 seconds. I'll pop it sooner next time. Yeah, 3 seconds.
Rival flying!
I'll just adjust my pop it for the other thing.
Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building!
Okay, we can do that. Scary having 4 gap closers in my burst.
One dodge, use it out.
He's bounding from wall to wall! They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
Wall. Off the wall. At the wall. chargers. Watch the ranged one. Dodge. This is an in. Roll side.
The rooftop has caved in! Such devastation! We'll send cameras in there at once! The destruction appears to have started a fire!
In with revenge. Love.
Alive! The brute bomber must still be in there somewhere! A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion! The contender dodged everything! Why am I not surprised? What a thrilling battle this! And it rages on!
One takes his buster. In, fifth, and far. Walls, grab your tethers. To spots for Sinister. Within.
Oh no! That was too much for the challengers! The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Corners. This is an in. No cost.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Out. Buster. Out. Out. Me all the way up.
I think that felt pretty good.
A lot of damage there.
Oh well, I mean I don't think we, but I mean as far as the mechanics, like as far as like I think that's a good. I don't think there's any strats that I feel uncomfortable with. It's just practice now.
To take it outside, the Brute Abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe?
Kind of weird that we haven't gotten melee starters.
My word. He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon.
Quite know
Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around! We should just rival flying!
Please, sir, a crumb a bit.
Managed to get passage
Yeah,
off at the last second.
That's my bad.
Goodness me, the Brute Abominator is hanging on the building!
In.
is bounding from wall to wall.
At the wall. Just range one. Away from wall. At the wall. Away from wall.
The challenger's down! Is this the end? Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Fastical. Bring in the sword.
That's my square markers right next to that button.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe? My word. He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon. Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing firm. Oh dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! Oh no! That was too much for the challenger! They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing! Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around! Oh, he sent his rival flying! What fearsome strength! Goodness me, the brute abominator is hanging on the building! He's bounding from wall to wall.
Off the wall.
The challenger's down! Is this the end? The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around? The rooftop is caved in! Such devastation! We'll send cameras in there at once! The destruction appears to have started a fire!
This is out. Sword cell.
Alive! The brute bomber must still be in there somewhere! A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion! What a thrilling battle this! And it rages on!
Get through now. like locks in and does a weird ass animation. Corners. Out. Lariat. Prepare for placement.
Wait, I thought this was mine.
You're right.
This-
What? Ah! Looks like someone isn't holding back.
That goes through knockback immunity, by the way.
I think we need to possibly refine our strats for those two mechanics and just not taking
We get,
touchdowns and dyings in phase 2.
We get a diagram.
Quick question, just because this is what I had understood. If for the second bait for puddles or the stars, so right after he does lariat, he basically where the boss is right now is where he is doing lariat. I thought I was supposed to be over at 2. That was what was discussed, but then Lifty and I both went to the same spot.
Oh, yeah,
Did I misunderstand that?
You were in the right spot. I was in the wrong spot. We already said that.
Oh,
Cool.
okay. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, that was the same thing on the sides, so we both talked about
I think our strats are good. The only one we need to refine is the phase 2 seed thing. You can't just do that randomly every time.
How else do we do it?
I feel like over on the melee end we've got it pretty understood. But maybe like I usually get clipped by like an unexpected ranged one. I'm not saying that you're doing it wrong, I just mean like maybe we have to align them more.
It's generally the only time I'm getting clipped on that now is if a ranged one is in the wrong road.
I mean, I literally don't know what the range are doing over there, so I don't want to say that they need to do it the way we're doing it.
I think I'm also sort of trying to find the deathmatch or try and find the sanest strategy because even the way we're doing it now seems kind of
The only issue with free deathmatch is we're inconsistent where we're basing our first star. Like the lines in the middle, some people are doing 1, some people are doing 2, some are doing 1.5. That's the biggest issue I see.
yeah.
One thing that helped the range is if the non-tether range for treating yourself as melees. So around the boss, there's like the boss group and tether, and 2 different tether groups. So there's like 3 groups. All the boss groups should be using the same 2 spots, alternating back and forth. But then the healers are on the range side and throwing things at range, which makes it a lot harder out there, which then throws our spots off.
You're talking about second platform?
Yeah.
Healers should just be on the melee wall, but just not where the melees are.
Yeah, they should be where the melees are. There can only be 2 people getting stars at once, so there's no reason to not have it all as one group.
No, but you don't want everyone gathered together, because if anyone gets incidentally splashed, they're dead.
You can definitely try to come up with different strats for it.
Yeah, it's always DPS support.
Is that how it has felt a little random who's gonna get the circles next?
So it's always a support the DPS support and DPS pair.
Okay. Yeah, and sometimes it's awkward when it's a melee and a tank. Sometimes it's real free.
Was next week. Got 2 in range. Just need
Yeah. Yeah, we got him next week. Probably even on Saturday.